everybody. Not trying to interrupt anything, but I guess I'll start saying a few kind words about Aaron and Christina. Aaron had asked me a couple weeks ago if I would give a blessing, and I guess I've been to a lot of traditional weddings, and in my mind that turned into, the overextended toast. So luckily everybody seems to be in very comfortable seating tonight. So greetings, friends, family, and suspected wedding crashers. My name's Andy. I am a pieman, and I'm here today to bless our two special friends, Aaron and Christina. Well, I'm here today to dance, laugh, and get smashed, but I'm not here to blessing. The only blessing I've ever done follows sneezes, so this should be interesting. Before I begin, the siblings who couldn't make it today asked me to share a few words on their behalf. So from Kate, Chris, Hooligan, and Ranger, congratulations, Aaron. I love you, bro. Meow and roof roof. Oh, and I'm not really sure which branch of the family Miles falls under, but he says you better invite me to the honeymoon. I don't think so. So, where to begin? According to the ancient Viking runes, and who wasn't wise and romantic, if not the barbaric, bloodthirsty Vikes? Partnership is the gift of freedom, from which all other gifts flow. Take Eric the Red solo and you have a lonely, giftless sap. Add Helga the Good and every day is like Christmas. But simply landing a partner is one thing. Finding a soul with whom you can connect with intimately, yet simultaneously remain independent, well, therein lies the rub. An integral part of any blessed and lasting relationship is the ability to be separate together. Basically, it's all about the toothpaste theory. You see, a while back, after I had recently moved in with my girlfriend, my big brother Aaron stopped by for his first visit. He was eagerly checking out the new digs, shouting out comments and exhortations from this room and that. After the grand tour, the verdict was in. He dug the place. Then I heard an unexpected shout from the bathroom. "Whoa! You have two different tubes of toothpaste," he exclaimed, with a bit too much exuberance for my liking. I mean, who gets that excited about toothpaste besides Motel's dentist? Aaron went on to define this toothpaste theory of his. "It's awesome," he said. "You guys live together, but you maintain your own identities." I always knew Aaron was a few notches smarter than the average human, but this was genius. "It's so important," he continued, "in order to maintain a healthy relationship, you have to be comfortable to be yourself. You know, combine forces, but remain an individual. And you guys are doing that. I can tell. It's all about the toothpaste." Now, to be completely honest, I'm unaware of the toothpaste status in the Pymans of Natick household. But from a distance, I can certainly tell one of the keys to their happiness is their comfort in being themselves and the joy that their connection brings to each other. It's what allows Aaron to be a lunatic Sox fan, as Christina remains a crazy Celtics fan. It's what keeps them together, even though Aaron prefers a cold brewski while Christina's sipping on a cocktail. As Christina said to me once, why call them differences when you can call them compliments? Now, growing up, Aaron and I never had much of a connection. I mean, he's 9 years older than me. As adults, 9 years is but a wrinkle in time. But when you're only 9 years old, well, let's just say I wasn't on his beer pong team in college.
Not that you know of, anyway.
I believe I can sum up the extent of our relationship in a few sentences. Very early on, when we lived on a farmhouse in Massachusetts, I was a little pipsqueak nagging the boy genius, "Can I use your computer?" And he was the boy genius who said no. He was too busy working on an upgrade. A few years later, we moved to the Connecticut suburbs. At this point, Aaron was in high school, widening the 9-year gap even more so. We were rarely in the same room at the same time, and when we were, we didn't have much to talk about. I believe the one conversation we did have during the high school years went like this: "If you ever go under my bed and look at my Playboys again,"
Oh!
"If you ever go under my bed and look at my Playboys again, and leave them out for Mom and Dad to find them, I'll kill you." All jokes aside, even from a distance, I could tell Aaron was pretty special. I mean, the kid was programming computers before AOL even knew who got mail. We're talking about the early 80s here. I remember boasting to my best friend, Herc, my brother Aaron's going to be a millionaire one day. Well, it turns out I was a bit naive. You see, back then I thought there could be nothing more impressive, nothing more satisfying than being a millionaire. Fast forward 20 plus years, and on this day it's clear to everybody here that Aaron is richer than I ever could have predicted. After some truly trying years and more than his fair share of bad luck and bumps in the road, my big brother has truly hit his jackpot. Aaron, keep being the strong, supportive, optimistic pieman that Christina has come to know and love so dearly. Christina, welcome to the storied franchise that is the Pieman Clan. For better or for worse. I wish you guys both days full of love, kindness, understanding, and even a few differences, just to keep it all interesting. Blessings.
That is a difficult act to follow. This is a very emotional day for me. I don't think I know all of you. I'm Erica. I'm her eldest. And you would think, having gone through several of these weddings, I would get better at it. But I know that this is the final wedding. And so it holds a particular significance. I have been through many moons and many men.
Amen.
With my mom. Now that's not derogatory, that's life. But meeting Aaron for the first time was a very special moment for me. My mother and I have been through a lot. We have been through a lot with company, we've been through a lot alone. And it's difficult for me to let go. I've been there every moment, every seizure, every trial and tribulation, in good times and bad. And we have always come out of it together, as a family. Emily included. And it's difficult for me. It was difficult for me to go away to college. It was difficult for me to go away and leave my mother in what I felt was a vulnerable position. I've always been protective. I have always felt responsible. And I can tell you today, I want to announce in front of all these friends and loved ones that I have finally found someone with whom I am willing to give my mother. I have finally found someone whom I can trust to love and care for my mother the way I have. And that is not something I say lightly. He's truly a very special man. I am so proud to invite you to the family. I know that you will love and care for her as I have, and that I can finally let go of one of the most special people in my life. I love you, Mom. I love you, Aaron. And I can't thank you enough for joining our family and for loving my mother the way she deserves to be loved. It's the first time in her life. So thank you, and blessings on the happy couple.